Morning. Hey guys, Vape here, back with a vlog number 46, and I haven't loaded up the comments. Let's do that now. Vlog number 46. Welcome. This should have been a travel vlog, but I didn't get enough. I didn't get enough footage. Yeah, it was in London. Okay, I'm in Leeds, so I had to drive all the way down there on the Saturday morning because it was Molly's birthday, so I couldn't go on Friday. So I drove down on Saturday morning, got there about 12:30. It was really sunny, so I spent most of the time in the beer garden, just outside the venue, and so it was just. And then the next day, I had to leave at 12:30 to get back at a sensible time, you know, to resume my parenting duties. So yeah, so there just literally wasn't enough time in the venue to get some proper footage, you know. So that's why it's not a travel vlog. So apologies for that. But I do have a lot to go over anyway. So probably for the best. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on this little puppy. Check this out. What is this? This is a Mike Dacus Abstract Mods mod. It was made specifically for me by Mike. Stabilized wood situation going on. It's a dual parallel unregulated mod. So not a pure mech, it's an unregulated mod. Look, even the button, look at that button. On top I've got the Hurricane. Don't look at the drip tip. I've got a new drip tip coming from Bezzy Golden Vapes. Link in the description to them. Link in the description to Mike. Normally a vape reviewer would show you something like this, and they would go, but you can't get one. You can if you want, you know. You can if you want. You just have to do it properly. You just have to speak with Mike about your specific requirements. And this isn't the only thing he makes. He makes every kind of mod you can imagine. So just talk to him about it. You know, he's made. If you watch the Ideal Home show, John's got one that's like a flask shape. Very cool indeed. I think there must be SX board in there. Rick, also from the Ideal Home show, has just got one, and that's a G-Plat board. That's beautiful, 26650. So he makes these amazing, beautiful mods. At the very least, go and like his Facebook page. Link in the description to his Facebook page. You can contact him through there as well. Great guy, lovely guy, brilliant guy. He's also the guy that does the iOS vinyls, the stickers. Amazing guy, and he does that for no cost, and it takes him ages, and he does it for no cost. Good time for the lawnmower to start. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm blown away by this mod. Super pumped, super loving it. Got the Hurricane V2 dual coil deck on there, and yeah, I've got a better drip tip coming. Don't worry about that. So that's what I'm vaping on right now. Okay, so comments from the previous vlog, which was number 45. If you're keeping track of the numbers, Vaping Biker says, "Thanks for love, sugar tits." Let's click on his thing. Let's see if we can officially. Oh, so close. By the time this vlog goes out, Dean, the Vaping Biker, will probably be at 40,000 subscribers. So let's be the first to congratulate him on that amazing achievement. That is amazing. It's much harder for UK reviewers to get big subs, to get big sub count. It's just the way the algorithm works. If you're an American viewer and you search for a review, there's a scoring system, and some of the points are regionality, and the fact that loads of American reviewers have done reviews for that product mean that they show first, you know. There's other factors, you know, it's not as cut and dry as that, but yeah, it does make it harder. Also, you know, does an American want to listen to a silly voice like this, you know, and things like that? So it's way harder. So what I'm saying is, Dean's 40k is worth an American's 80k, you know, so that's an amazing achievement, so congratulations to him. Steve Tompkins says, great watch, Rich, giving the Hurricane Junior some serious thoughts, and I put cool. Yeah, it's not cheap, but if you can get on the second-hand pages on Facebook or on the forums, sales pages on the forums, you can get it at I think a very, very good price. So either save up or get bargain hunting. But yeah, I still stand by it's my favourite RTA. Colin Cummins says, cheers Rich, good vlog, but I think you've had a bit too much cold medicine. Lol, you seem a tad more weird than usual. That might have been the case. I'm still not perfect. I don't think jam exactly helped with the whole cold and tiredness and stuff. 2-day hangover certainly doesn't help. L. Ashton says, a lovely pair of flowery drapes would solve the problem of people thinking your acoustic tiles are crooked. I've heard there's a set for sale. From Gary. Yeah, Gary's got those amazing curtains. Yeah. Are the tiles crooked or are eyes crooked? I'll leave you with that thought. Just have to adjust your mind's eye. Yarrow. Oh, I did ask what people are thinking about buying and stuff. Yarrow Kurtelainen says Orgvake Merlin 22mm is an RTA that's high on my list of things to buy. Can't wait for that one to hit the shops. Traditionally, parfait is a very creamy and rich ice cream. He's on about this. Oh, I should say about this actually. I showed you these from Vapetasia. This is their new juice, Vapetasia. It's a parfait, blueberry and strawberry. Now, I did say they were amazing and I loved them. And that's true, I do. It's literally what's in here right now. But what I have found since saying that is that high power, it doesn't like high power. It gets really throaty and almost feels like it's breaking down over 50 watts. So, you know, I'm at 33 watts, 35 watts, something like that in this, and it's absolutely lovely, but I dripped with it, and it's just not the same juice. It's not nice. It's not, in my opinion, it's not nice at high power. So it totally depends what you want it for. Yeah, but he says, yeah, it's American, however, is indeed fancy yogurt layered with fruit, which I think how I described it. Craig French says he has got his eye on the Arctic Dolphin Arthur mod and will be buying it next month for his birthday. Happy birthday, Craig. Keith Baker says, I think the foam on the walls is grey. When does the nurse call in to give you your prescription of Tranks? P.S. That is one hell of a noisy sub-tank. Sounds like a bloody barn owl, lol. I think he was on about the V-tank. Yes, it is. Yes, it is quite noisy, I guess. Adam Millington is looking forward to the Geek Vape Amit dual coil version. I've heard that is good. Yes, they're not on my sort of vendors list of people that sent to me, I don't think so. I don't think I'll be getting that, unfortunately. Maggie says my new way of vaping is a great improvement on my Mr. Bean impersonation. It's funny you say that. My dad looks exactly like Mr. Bean, so ultimately that's, I guess, what I'm going to look like. But it's not a new way of vaping. I just I developed some sort of tick on camera about how I vaped, and so I'm working my way out of it now. Yeah, okay. So that's more than enough comments for now, isn't it? Oh my god, we're at 9 minutes already. Okay, so what have we got coming up for review? The most important section of any vape vlog, I think. What have we got coming up for review? Okay, we have got this. Oh, I can't show the other thing. Oh, that's a point. I need to put this on top of this, or else I'll forget to take it to work. I've got this coming up. This is the Primo V2. Now, the Primo V1 wasn't out very long, but but they've already done a Primo V2. Now it has a carbon fibre finish as opposed to the leather one, which is very interesting indeed. It's got some a board upgrade, and it can do more watts, and it's got loads of other little things as well. Most significantly though is the tank, the Unimax. No, is it called that? Gold. Come on, it must say on it. Oh god. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, Unimax. Yeah, Unimax. The Unimax tank. It's the Unimax V2 now on the Primo V2, and there's a lot of improvements to that tank. I wasn't blown away by that tank first time round. So that is coming up as a review, Primo V2, and there is quite a few changes, so I suppose it is justified. But there's also a lot of room for the V1 if you still love the V1. I still love the V1. I've got that coming up. I've also got, this is a bit of a curiosity, this is the Pieces from Carries. The Pieces tank from Carries. Now if you look carefully, you'll see those springy coils in there, a bit like the Armour tank. Well, this is a dual coil version of that, made by a completely different company. It's very interesting, it's very unique. The idea being it needed extra power, needed dual coils, and still evaluating that, but it does work. It does work. Yes, that's a 25mm, so big capacity, big tank, 2 springy coils going on, the works. So that's the Pieces from Carries. I don't know them, but we'll find out all about them for the review, I'm sure. What else have we got? We've got the Druga. I've got the Druga on the VooPoo. VooPoo. No, it's not the VooPoo. The company is actually called VooPoo. The actual mod is called Drag. It's a mod of 2 halves, this, you know, because it's got this beautiful sort of carbon fibre effect on this side, and then this engraving is almost just drawn on with a pen. Not the perfect finish on this side. It feels like this door was an afterthought a bit. It just sort of says Drag. But yeah, this is the VooPoo. Let's turn it on. VooPoo. Drag. Yeah. So I've got the VooPoo Drag. This is a 157 watt mod, I believe. Dual 18650. I'm just loving the name so much. Loving the name so much. I've got mango sticky rice in here. So yeah, the VooPoo is coming up for a review as well. Don't want to get into this too much because there's more to it than you think. It's got the gene chip in, the gene board in, which is the same one that was in that Woody Vapes X200, which was a decent board, a very interesting board, but it's got some extra features on it as well, and I haven't gone into all those features yet, so I still need more time with the VooPoo Drag. Yeah, so I don't want to say too much, but I would say, putting the name to one side, you've got an interesting mod here with some things to talk about. So yeah, stay tuned for the VooPoo Drag review. But this is the Org Vape. Is it the Org Vape? Org Vape Druga, I believe. This is the Druga RDA. What going on with this? It has these unique post holes where you sort of can use your fingers or pliers, or Phillips head, flat head screw drivers to tighten up, and they sort of latch in, and I'll show you in the review properly. Mango sticky rice. But yeah, a very interesting RDA. Also got the goon tips, right? It's got the goon tips, yeah. This is about 20 quid. 20 quid RDA, right? You see those Ultim drip tips for the goon selling for about 15 quid on websites. It comes with one. It comes with an Ultim tip on the goon. So it's like you get an RDA for a £5 and a drip tip. There's a no-brainer here. You can get an RDA with a free Ultim drip tip, or you can just buy the drip tip for the same price. Crazy. So that's yeah. So it comes with that cool drip tip as well, which I've put on my goon. I've just got the black one on here. Yeah, what am I talking about? Oh, the Druga. Yeah, so it comes with a cool drip tip, fits goon drip tips, 24mm diameter. Huge thing, 2-post situation, very interesting RDA. Yeah, we'll have a good chat about this when I do the review. So that is the VooPoo drag and the Druga RDA. What else? Primo Druga. Oh, I've got this. Check this out. A Rose Gold Merlin RDTA, also from Org Vape. Let's just check this is all juicy. Yeah, I know what you're thinking as well. Another RDTA. Oh, another one. Where can they go with this now? Well, actually, I agree. I agreed with that until this got sent to me, because they have gone to new heights with this. Some really nice improvements on the RDTA format here. So this is a rose gold version. It's available in normal colours as well, but this rose gold thing just seemed to be taking off. I've seen several mods in rose gold now, so it would match up nicely with those. Now, so they've got a really cool fill-in thing going on. So you pull this cap off, and it's got a hole. It's got like a pokey thing inside. You can see that, and that covers the juice fill bit. So when you pull it off, the juice is available to fill. So you can squirt straight down. I don't know if you can hear that. There's loads of grass getting cut outside. Yeah, so you can fill it through that hole, which is pretty good. Also, the wicking, they've made it so the entire side here is open, so you can put loads of wick down, which is awesome. Really, really cool. So it wicks like an absolute beast, even at high power. They've also nailed the... oh, I don't want to go into too much, but they've also absolutely nailed the underflow, airflow. So easy to fill, nice big capacity, wicks like an absolute beast, you know. So it's yeah, it's a joy. It's a joy. You know, as close to dripper quality as you're going to get in a tank, probably, with this RDTA format, anyway, for sure. So I'm quite excited about the review for that as well, because I like it that they've actually managed to improve it. You know, could they improve? Could anyone improve the RDTA thing? Well, they kind of have, which is cool. So interested to show you that, guys. That I'm not sure about the rose gold. I don't have any mods that really match it, but there we go. Pieces, VooPoo, Merlin, Primo, and I've got some other things coming into post as well. Something from Vapresso, I believe, a few other people as well. They don't get written down until they arrive, because often, sometimes they don't arrive, you know. So that's a thing. That is an absolute thing. Jam, yeah, I've talked about Jam. Had a really good time. Thought it was really good. I think it's a real shame that people are knocking it on Facebook. People that weren't even there, knocking it on Facebook. I think it was a really well-run event. Couple of hiccups, but it's such a big event. There's always going to be a couple of hiccups. There's always going to be one rogue trader. You know, there's always going to be one issue with tickets, one issue with queuing. It's just such a big event. You know, these things are inevitable. But I would say it was a very good event, and I'm very pleased to be there. And the XL is a superb venue. It's got such a nice pub outside, and it always seems to be sunny. It was sunny last year, it was sunny this year. It was brilliant. So I had a fantastic time at Jam, and great to meet everyone, and thanks to the people that came up to me. I'm so sorry I don't have any proper Jam footage to show you. I watched the bits that I had got back, and it was just awful drunken nonsense. So yeah, if you do want to see awful drunken nonsense, check out Dean the Vaping Bikers travel vlog, because I'm pretty drunk in that. Yeah, so that's Jam. Yeah, I thought it was great. I had a great time. It depends what you go for, I think. You know, I'd go to catch up with everyone for the meat bit, not the vape bit, really. But yeah, so that's that. Previously reviewed items, the Nano 120 watt. That seems to be getting a lot of love. I agree. I think it's really good as well. The design is not for me. Hopefully they do a more sensible design. But the actual mod is fantastic, and it's got really, from what I've seen, really positive feedback across the board. So that's really good. So Nano 120 watt. Yep, I'm loving that, and it seems like everyone else as well. So that's really cool. V-Tank, got it here. V-Tank. You know, I don't really have any corrections or anything to give you for this. It is what it is. You know, it's a big old tank. It's definitely a contender up there with the TF line, the line of TF 12s and 8s and all that, and it can fit the TFE8 coils as well. So it is a very solid, very decent tank, very well made. For the really high wattage sub-ohm tank scene, it's right up there. Also in that scene now is Innokin with their Scion tank. It's funny what gets views, you know, because I did the Predator as well. I reviewed the Predator, and because so many reviews already existed of the Predator, I didn't think anyone would watch, and it did alright on views. Whereas this, I thought people would be genuinely interested in Innokin's big wattage tank, their first big wattage tank. Ah! Is everybody deaf now? Might have to turn that down. But yeah. Yeah, so I genuinely thought everyone would be really interested in that, and no one watched that one, so that was interesting. But the Scion tank is very good. I would say it's not as good at the high power as the V tank or TF-V12, but I would say the flavour's a bit better. So it depends where your wattage is at. I would say if you're 70 to 100, Scion. If you're over 100, maybe the V tank or the TF-V12. But that's just me. I don't know. Check out other reviews and stuff. But what I would say is the Scion is a success. Yeah, I would say the Scion is a success overall. It has achieved its goals, and it's very well made, and it's very good. So that is that. The Predator. Yeah, the Predator. I was surprised by that. Go and check out that if you haven't seen it. I was surprised by that. It's got a gimmicky name, and it always puts me on the wrong foot with an item when it's got a gimmicky name, but it's actually a really solid, well-made mod. Very good board, very well put together, very solid, very sturdy, very nice size, very ergonomical, very decent mod actually. Very surprised. So check that out. If you've been completely ignoring the Predator thing, yeah, do check it out. Very solid mod. Giveaway time. Giveaway time. Oh no, what have I done with it? Okay, we are giving away this. This is the Camry Tech K1000 Plus pipe. They sent me this for review. I told them not to. I told them not to send me this. They sent it me anyway. This is the Camry Tech pipe. Camry Tech K1000 Plus pipe. Comes with a little sub tank. Comes with a little sub tank. And yeah, it's got a built-in LiPo thing going on. Yep, USB charge it and all that. There we go. Little button at the top like that. You vape it like that. It's quite airy actually if you turn it right up. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, I said I wouldn't review it, but I said I would give it away and talk about it. What I would say is one of my first ever reviews was for the Camry K1000 pipe. Not one of my first ever, but one of my first proper ones. Pipe, and it was rubbish. So bad. So bad. And that's why I didn't really want to review this one. And I slated it, slagged it right off. Let's see if somewhere to put these coils. Oh, I can do this after, can't I? Oh, what am I like? Right. So, and I slagged it off, and it was rubbish, and, you know, stand by all that. It was crap. What I would say is this is a massive improvement from Camry. It's a big improvement, so hopefully someone that likes a pipe will enjoy that. I'm also chucking in this as well. This is the Ant-Man and Terminator from Tesla, and I'll clean it up, don't worry, and throw that into the mix as well. So 2 mods, 2 atties, 2 nice little kits there in the giveaway. So to win, email me cd_v1ck@hotmail.com. Put the title or subject of the email as giveaway 46, and you need to answer this question: how many inches in a mile? Yeah, tricky. How many inches in a mile? That's done, isn't it? How many inches in a mile? Giveaway 46. Put your name and address in the body of the email as well as the answer to that question. Yeah, if you can figure that out, you know, get your rulers out, get your protractors out, get your compasses out, and your pedometers, and get things out. Yeah, so that's that. That's the giveaway. So cd_vmck@hotmail.co.uk.com, sorry, hotmail.com. Giveaway 46. How many inches in a mile? Your name and address in the body as well. And that's what you can win: a Terminator, Ant-Man, and Camry K1000 Plus pipe. Thank you to Camry for sending me. It was all a bit of a mix-up. Check it out if you're interested in that pipe. It's a big improvement on the previous one. Just not a big pipe fan and didn't fancy reviewing it. So yes, that's that. Let's give us a jam. Let's give us a okay, good. Right, talking point. We've got just enough time for a talking point. Oh, let's have a vape. Okay, so okay, right, this came up. There was a video released by what they called MHRA or something like that, and what they'd done is they'd done a sting. They'd done a video where they sent a non-smoker into a vape shop to see if the vape shop would sell them a vape. Right, now that's not illegal. That's not illegal, that's not a crime at all. Whether they sell one or don't sell one, that's the preference of the shop. Now, the IBVTA, the Independent British Vape Trade Association, they have in their code of conduct, or they did have in their code of conduct, you know, do what you can to not sell vaping equipment to non-smokers, non-vapers. Now, what they meant by that, in hindsight, and they've corrected it now, is they meant not market to non-smokers and non-vapers. So they didn't really mean literally say no to anyone. So they've reworded their code. But this random organisation made this video to try and make out like we were unscrupulous industry, unscrupulous characters. What I would say is, what the fuck happened to freedom of choice? Who has ever stopped you in Tesco's and said, "You sure you want that bottle of whiskey? That's not good for you. Are you sure you want those cigarettes?" Who, when they were a smoker, who was ever asked if they were making the right decision when they were buying those cigarettes when they were a smoker? Absolutely no one. What's up with freedom of choice? We're not in a nanny state. We're not supposed to be in a nanny state. If people want to vape, I would strongly recommend zero nicotine if they're not addicted to nicotine in the first place. If they want to vape, let them vape. We all make bad choices. You know, I think they're silly if they want to take up vaping out of nowhere. I think they're silly, but it's completely their right to be silly. They're not doing any harm to anyone. And I don't like this idea that we're going to hold vape shops accountable for this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anyway. If someone goes into vape shop number 1 and they say, "Can I buy a vape thing?" and they say, "Do you smoke or vape?" and they say no, and they say, "I'm sorry, we don't want to sell it to you then." What do you think they're going to say in vape shop 2? They're going to say, yes I do, yes. So it doesn't even work anyway. It's not policeable. It's freedom of choice. Let's just have it, right? The people that made that video, apparently they've done some really good literature on this whole topic, and that literature's all fine. The video's just a bit out there, a bit random, but they're just miles off the mark. Idiotic video. It's not our job to stop non-smokers, non-vapers. It's our job to stop smokers from smoking by getting them onto vaping. So absolute guff, load of guff. But again, we shouldn't be infighting about this. We shouldn't be arguing about this. Every vape shop's going to have their own policy. The people that are in the IBVTA, they're going to follow their code, which has been adjusted to suggest, you know, don't market towards non-smokers, non-vapers, which would be wrong to do anyway, just financially. So yeah, so that's the thing. So on that one, I would say that video's a load of guff. If you've seen it, thumb it down or whatever, or just don't watch it. Don't give it any airtime. That's a load of guff. The other thing that has been in the news since Jam was someone at Jam was still selling, you know, all the Just Jam and French Dude and Cupcake John and Pancake Sally and all those juices. And they were flogging them off there, and Jam came under criticism for selling those, for letting them sell those things. Now, I don't think they really let them sell those things. And the other thing is again, it's hard to police. And who does it really affect? You know, if someone wants to get some cheap juice that they're trying to get rid of because it's not really compliant, it's not really to trading standards approval, then, you know, everybody wins. Let's get it off the shelves, get it sold. Don't stock some more. They won't stock any more because they're worried about it getting taken from their shelves. Trading standards were at Jam. Jam did everything they can. They can't police everyone there all the time with all their stock. Each vendor, I'm sure, will have signed a terms and conditions, and any stock sold will have been at their own risk anyway. So, you know, it's at their risk, at their own risk. They may have got away with it, may have not got away with it. I don't see what people are saying is it throws the industry into question and it makes it look bad. I think that ship has sailed. We are going to get regulated by the TPD. We're going to get policed by trading standards on these matters, irrespective of anything. And I also think it's a massive double standard as well. Feel free to put in the comments your thoughts on all this as well. I also think it's a massive double standards because you'll see a burger van at a vape meet that doesn't conform to any trading standards whatsoever, and we'll all buy a burger, we'll all have a burger, we'll turn a blind eye, we'll see a guy down the pub selling cigs, we don't grab him by the coat tails, do we? You know, we turn a blind eye to it in all other industries. You know, McDonald's, how big does their Big Mac look on the posters? You know, we all let everything slide, you know. You're going to a pub and it doesn't say the calorific values of every meal on the thing. There's all these trading standards rules, and it's up to trading standards to police those things. We don't need to worry about those things, and it certainly doesn't make us look bad as an entire industry. There's always going to be some shady vendors, and don't worry about it. Just you do you to the best of your ability, and you'll thrive. You'll rise to the top. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're way too oversensitive. We've gone too far the other way in this industry now. We're way too oversensitive. We turn in blind eyes in all of the walks of life with trading standards. It's up to it's their problem. That's their problem if they want to be busybodies that they are. Let them deal with that. Let people do what they can, because they'll get absolutely shafted when it comes to it if they carry on doing that stuff. So let them do that. I'm not worried about that. I don't think it's a reflection on Jam. I think fair play. You know, you get you some. And Jam was fantastic, and I really don't hold Jam accountable for that at all. Yeah, so it'll all work out fine. It'll all work out fine. It's not a reflection of the industry. The days of policing ourselves are gone. We're going to get policed. So don't worry too much about all that. So all good stuff. All good stuff. Obviously, of course, put in the description how you feel about all that stuff. In the comments, sorry, how you feel about all that stuff. It'll all be all right. No matter what your opinion on it, it'll all be all right in the comments. We'll chat about it, and it will be good. What else? That's it. So go and check out Abstract Mods, Mike Dacus mods. They are amazing, and they are obtainable. You can get hold of them. You know, they're not super cheap, not gonna lie, but they are gettable. So go and check it out. Yeah, and I'll have that fancy drip tip to show you on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and you'll see that drip tip from Golden Vape. That'll be awesome when this is all a nice, all matchy setup. That's it, I think. That's it. Loads of things coming up for review. There's more things on the way as well, so it's not just those things, so stay tuned. I've been Vaping Vic, and I'll see you again really soon.